Seriously? Are the Atlanta Falcons actually thinking about letting this guy go? Are you ready for a trade rumor that could fundamentally reshape the AFC landscape and give the new England Patriots the offensive weapon they've been desperately craving? Hold on to your hats, folks, because the buzz out of the league right now is reaching a fever pitch, and it involves one of the most tantalizing yet frustrating talents in the NFL today, Kyle Pitts. That's right. According to mounting speculation and reports circulating throughout the league, the new England Patriots have emerged as a very real and very logical potential trade destination for the Atlanta Falcons' dynamic tight end, Kyle Pitts. This isn't just idle chatter around the water cooler. This is the kind of rumor that sends shockwaves through fan bases and front offices alike. The idea that the Falcons, who drafted Pitts 4th overall just a few years ago, might be open to moving on from a player with a stratospheric ceiling is almost unbelievable. But the whispers are getting louder, and the Patriots, armed with cap space and a clear vision for the future, are right in the thick of it. Now, let's be honest. When you hear Kyle Pitts, you immediately think back to that sensational rookie season in 2021. A Pro Bowler right out of the gate, racking up over 1,000 receiving yards, a feat almost unheard of for a rookie tight end. He looked like a unicorn, a matchup nightmare who could line up anywhere and dominate. But since then, the production hasn't just dipped, it's plummeted relative to expectations. He hasn't cracked 1,000 yards again, hasn't had a single 100-yard receiving game since that rookie campaign. And compounding the concerns, we're hearing about a foot issue that's kept him sidelined during early OTA sessions, as reported by NFL insider James Palmer. So, why the continued interest? Why the persistent trade buzz around a player whose output has been, frankly, underwhelming since his debut masterpiece? Because despite the recent struggles, the potential hasn't evaporated. Not one bit. Kyle Pitts is still incredibly young. He won't even turn 25 until October. He possesses a rare combination of size, speed, and athleticism that you simply cannot teach. He has an all-pro ceiling, a superstar trajectory that many still believe he can reach. He's the kind of player who, in the right system, with the right quarterback, could explode back onto the scene and become one of the premier pass catchers in the entire league. And that makes him an incredibly intriguing trade target, especially for teams building for the long haul. Enter the New England Patriots, a franchise undergoing a significant transformation, building around their promising second-year quarterback, Drake Maye. What does a young quarterback need more than anything? Weapons, reliable targets who can make plays, stretch the field, and become security blankets. The Patriots currently have capable tight ends in Hunter Henry and Austin Hooper. Both are respected veterans, solid players. But let's look at the reality. Both are also now 30 years old, and both are slated to hit free agency within the next 2 years. New England needs a long-term solution at the position, a cornerstone piece for Maye to grow with. They need a dynamic playmaker who can elevate the entire offense. And guess what? They have the resources to make a significant move. The Patriots are armed with substantial salary cap space and a collection of draft picks that could make a compelling trade package. They fit the profile of a team perfectly positioned to take a calculated risk on a high-upside player like Pitts. Now, let's talk specifics. The proposed trade scenario that's gaining traction, detailed in an NFL analysis by Christopher Knox for Bleacher Report, looks something like this. The New England Patriots would acquire tight end Kyle Pitts. In return, the Atlanta Falcons would receive a 2026 third-round draft pick, a 2026 fourth-round draft pick, and veteran tight end Austin Hooper. Let's break down why this potential deal makes sense, and perhaps more importantly, why it makes sense for both sides. For the Atlanta Falcons, trading Pitts would be a tough pill to swallow emotionally, given his draft status and potential. However, it addresses several key areas. Firstly, it provides valuable draft capital. 2 mid-round picks in 2026 that can be used to acquire young talent and continue their rebuild. Secondly, it gives them a cost-effective, proven veteran replacement at the tight end position in Austin Hooper. Hooper is a reliable pass catcher and a solid blocker, capable of stepping in immediately. This move could also provide the Falcons with significant salary cap relief, allowing them to allocate resources to other pressing needs on their roster as they navigate their own transition. While their preference might be to see Pitts finally reach his potential in Atlanta, the right trade package, one that includes both draft assets and a positional replacement, might just be too enticing for the Falcons front office to pass up, especially if they're questioning Pitts' long-term fit or health. For the New England Patriots, the benefits are clear and potentially transformative. Acquiring Kyle Pitts isn't just adding a tight end, it's adding a weapon. A player with the physical tools to create mismatches against linebackers and safeties alike. Imagine Drake Maye having a target like Pitts, a player who can stretch the seam, win contested catches, and turn short passes into big gains. This move would instantly give Maye a dynamic long-term building block in the passing game. It addresses their looming need at tight end with a player who is just entering his prime years, rather than nearing the end of his current contract. Landing Pitts would signal a clear intent from the Patriots' new regime. They are serious about surrounding Drake Maye with talent and building an offense capable of competing in a loaded AFC conference. It's a move that injects excitement, potential, and a genuine superstar ceiling into the Patriots' offense. This isn't a risk-free proposition, of course. Pitt's recent production slump and the lingering foot issue are legitimate concerns. Any team trading for him would be betting heavily on his talent and believing their coaching staff and medical team can help him return to or even surpass his rookie form. But the potential reward? It's immense. For the Patriots, who are in a rebuilding phase but need to show progress around their young quarterback, a bold move like this could be exactly what the doctor ordered. It could be the turning point for both franchises. New England gaining a potentially elite offensive piece, and Atlanta securing assets to continue shaping their roster. The speculation is out there, the pieces seem to fit, and the potential impact is undeniable. Could we really see Kyle Pitts in a Patriots uniform before the season kicks off? It's a scenario that makes a whole lot of sense on paper, and one that has the entire league talking. All right, that's the latest buzz straight from the source. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think of this potential trade? Is Kyle Pitts the missing piece for the Patriots offense? Should the Falcons even consider trading him? Let me know all your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. And hey, if you found this breakdown interesting and you're as hyped or skeptical about this rumor as I am, please do me a solid. Smash that like button. Liking the video helps us reach more fans just like you. And if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and have those notifications turned on so you don't miss our next exclusive report on the biggest stories in the NFL. We've got a lot more coming your way.